This is 1,500 acres of the most pristine wetlands I've seen in years. And I've told a few people that you hunt waterfowl for 50 years as I have, and you keep saying you've seen it all, but you haven't seen it all until you've seen this. And maybe I'll say this again some other place and time, but this is absolutely the most beautiful, pristine wetland I've ever seen.
The thing we got going here is, see, there's no refuge around here close nowhere. And so we refuge our own birds on the track here, and then you gotta kind of, use some common sense and watch what you're doing with them so you keep them here. Because if you had a state refuge or a federal refuge close, then you maybe gun it a little harder. But we don't gun this thing a lot of times, once or twice a week, maybe 3 times. But we don't gun it real hard to keep these birds in here. That way we always got quality hunting on it, where we got the numbers stay here.
I previously used to work for the Corps of Engineers for about 15 years, and I was a surveyor for those folks, and I run a boat on the Missouri River and surveyed on the Missouri River. And on top of that, I've born and raised on a farm and own land, and that's what I do for a living now. So it's been a kind of continuation of my early career of work to go into it now, and it's always been a passion.
So we've got a tremendous seed bank in here on smart wheat and millet. And
they have equipment. They have guys like Bill Hillebush, all of these different people with expertise. They have the equipment. Absolutely passionate about wetlands and kids. And once they get the wetlands where they want it and their property's the way they want it, the commercial hunting is being phased out as it is. The commercial hunting will go away. They only need that bit to fund the landlearning.org, which is strictly for kids. And we did the seminar with the kids in August.
We're trying to get into to educate the kids more and more on the outdoors and being able them to come out and witness firsthand what we're doing here, and try to educate the inner city folks, kids and so forth, that not have an opportunity to come out here.
Just one, black and yellow, all right.
The Land Learning Foundation, we teach them about nature in a nurturing environment, which just means somewhere that they are comfortable learning and somewhere that they can absorb what they're seeing. And as you've seen, that we've got the places to put them in, we've got the places to do it.
That was a great time, wonderful event.
Yeah.
The game fair is our way of introducing kids to everything that we are involved with in one day. And it's not just an in-depth educational experience, it's more of a covering, but that allows those kids to see what things they might like to take interest in throughout the rest of the year or down the road.
Hey, you want to blow the duck call for that guy? Go ahead and blow it.
Duck hunting, I never had a place to go as a kid, and had been promised by some people every year as a kid growing up, we're going to take you duck hunting. Hey, I'll call you when the ducks come in. And I'm not holding my breath. I never heard from those people. Every year I'd ask them, I'll call you. And we never had that opportunity. When you're a kid, you kind of remember that.
Our forefathers give us an opportunity to come out here and hunt and enjoy the outdoors. And if we don't mentor these young folks and stuff and give them an opportunity in the future, there's not going to be such a thing.
I think the education part's going to be the biggest part of really of the whole thing, what we do. A lot of these kids, the way hunting is going from the expense factor, a lot of them are not going to be able to do that. They're really going to have to want to budget. Number one, they're going to have to learn about what it is. A lot of the people that are in it today, they don't have a background in it, and there's a history in the sport from hunting, and to learn about it. What we're trying to do is make smart voters. And the way to do that is to make it to where they're not negative and be open-minded so they don't vote us out of existence. Not everybody's going to be able to do this, but let's make them open-minded to see that it's not a bad thing.
We're starting the first outdoor youth mentoring program here in the state of Missouri that we copied off of, actually and partnered with the Pass It On program out of Kansas. and that's going to deal with 750 kids being mentored in a group mentoring or a one-on-one mentoring role. And 150 of those kids will actually be mentored on the property. Well, all the kids will visit the facility, but 150 of them will be matched with an adult for a course of a year and be worked with at least twice a month in an outdoor activity. And we're real excited to see how the kids mentored in the outdoors compared to the kids that are mentored in inner city or mentored in their schools or in their place of comfort versus taking them out of their comfort zone and getting them into the outdoors and seeing what the long-term implications of that is.
There's no question what we're doing for the wildlife of this area is I got to pinch myself every once in a while because you walk out here and see all this stuff happening to say, you know, it ain't only for us, so to speak, you know, we get to enjoy it, but we're big picture oriented type people that, you know, it takes a while for change for people to accept it, but we've got more local wetlands going in more and more right now, and the big picture of it is you know, the more it happens, the more it is better for wildlife and everybody in general, you know, and that's the positive side of it all.